It's time to enjoy the quiet sports of winter as we take to the Powder, cross-country skiing and snowshoeing. Ogemaw County is well known for its outstanding cross-country ski trails.
One of the things you want to do here in the winter in West Branch is come out to the Ogemaw Hills Pathway. Cross-country skiing, what a great sport it is, and this is a nice trail to do it on. Joe, I see you got the sled out here. You're going to go out and do a little grooming today. Tell us a little bit about the trail.
Well, we're really fortunate. We've got 15 miles of ski trails here, and we've got all levels of skill levels. The council's been in existence since the early 80s when they established the ski trails here, and I've been skiing on those trails since then. In 2001, 2002, the ski council members asked me to join, and because I've used them so long, I really wanted to be part of taking care of that. Okay. And we have a dedicated group of groomers, and we've got 6 people that are active to groom the trails with us. And then we have a council that raises money to pay for the snowmobile that we use. This is a relatively new machine, and our groomer and the maintenance of the equipment. We're one of only 3 trail systems in the state of Michigan that gets reimbursed by the state of Michigan to groom the trails. So we actually get reimbursed for doing that, but we still do fundraisers, and we still use money from the community and donations to help pay for grooming the trails and buying the equipment, because of course what they pay us kind of reimburses us for expenses, but not for the actual cost of the equipment.
And the important thing to people coming up here is that these things are taken care of, and it's really nice out here. And you mentioned though different skill levels. Now a beginner comes out and he doesn't want to get into something that is too rough for him. Are there loops, different loops then, that he can avoid some of the harder stuff? Absolutely.
The main parking lot is right near the corner of Fairview and Clear Lake Roads, and it's a pretty big parking lot. And if you stay within the first 3 or 4 different signposts of that and stay on this north end, those are all pretty basic trails. There's a nice scenic loop that goes off to the south through the pine trees. We have what we call our overlook loop, which is off the south end, which is probably one of the more difficult trail sections just because it has a couple of really big hills in it, and that has a bypass on our biggest hills. So any of the areas that we have really big hills usually have a bypass so people can get around it if they don't want to take on that additional challenge.
Okay, what about maps out on the trail too?
Every signpost, if you see over here, there's signpost number 1. Every signpost has a map on it, and you can look at it. It tells you, like there's a green marker underneath there, and it shows you that's the easiest trail. When there's a harder trail, it's blue, and then the really hard ones are black, similar to downhill skiing. So
now, is most of this just a traditional type cross-country skiing out here?
Yeah, we don't have a wide enough trail to do what they call the skate skiing. This is just the traditional inline cross-country skiing.
Okay, which is really is kind of nice because this is beautiful woods that are out here too.
Absolutely.
This is just a fantastic area, and it's in the scenic. And you go out and you take your time and you really can enjoy it. We got everybody on some skis here and getting ready to hit the trail.
Ogemaw Hills Pathway is located at the corner of Fairview and Clear Lake Roads, just 5 miles north of West Branch. The trails wind through nearly 15 miles of the AuSable State Forest, providing groomed cross-country trails for all ski levels. The hills are moraines formed 16,000 years ago by retreating glaciers. More than half the trails are rated more difficult. 1/4 are easy, and the remainder are most difficult. Because of its location, skiers can usually count on 6 to 10 more inches of snow on the trails than in the lower areas around West Branch and Rose City due to the difference in elevation. The trails are used all year long by hikers and bikers, but they are simply glorious in the winter and are enjoyed by novice, intermediate, and expert skiers. The Ogemaw Hills Pathway Council is a group of volunteers that groom and help maintain the trails. Because of their dedication and hard work, the trails are known to be the envy of the state.